James has, isn't it? It's just the fact that his availability hasn't been around, really. It does beg the question, do you think that Chelsea at some point, even over the past few seasons, would have been in a better position had Reece James been more available, been more fit, been more of a centre of everything?
Yeah, 100% for that type of quality, but also the leadership skills that he's got. You could see him getting around the players when Chelsea went in front, making sure everyone was at it and didn't let Man United back in the game. So that's something that, with a young group like that, you need the experience of someone like Reece James that's been around the club since he was 11 years of age, 10 years of age. And he showed that today. There was a little bit of a scare in the first half when he went down on his ankle, and you thought that could be another injury because he's coming back from injuries. He's a little bit brittle. You know, at the moment, you get a bit soft, don't you, when you're out and you ain't played for a long time. And that's what Reece is having to fight against at the minute. But he's obviously got through that little ankle twist and he's come up with the goods at the end.
How much do you feel for him? Because he's got such great quality, but he can't seem to stay fit for long. They can't seem to get to the root or the underlying problem that seems to be recurring in his fitness and his body. Is it just his body maybe just, sometimes it just fails on you?
Who knows, you know, sometimes it's a bit of bad luck. Let's hope he stays fit, because make no mistake, a fully fit Reece James is one of the best fullbacks in Europe. Sometimes in this formation, because the left back comes inside, sometimes he's kind of stuck there at the back three. I like to see him when he gets forward because of what we just seen then for that goal. The quality that he possesses, his delivery from wide areas. But like I said, you know, half the game, like we all know, is staying fit and being available. He struggled with that of late. Let's hope that's in the past and we see a fully fit Reece James, because like I said, he's one of the best going.
He's right. When you see players like that who possess that quality, like one of the only real bits of quality that we saw on the night, outstanding bits of quality, and he certainly possesses that. So you want to see him on the pitch, because that's what supporters pay the money to see.
During your careers, I'm going to ask the three of you actually, during your careers you've played with some amazing players, but have you ever had a teammate that you thought, oh, the great things he would have done if he didn't have such a bad injury record? Frank?
Difficult question. One for me would be, the obvious one would be Eddie Newton, who, for me, if he never broke his leg and if he never got a cruciate ligament injury, would have probably played for England. But his timing of both injuries were just really bad. But going back to Reece, I didn't want to get away from the fact that something Brucey mentioned earlier was about, he played with him at Wigan when he was on loan, and his body shape was totally different, a little bit more slimline, and he looked like he had a little bit more agility about him at the time. And what the problem can be is when you have occurring injuries after injuries, you spend a lot of time in the gym. How can we keep you fit? You're bulking up, you're doing gym, you're trying to keep your body strong, and your body can change at times, and you haven't got that agility that you had before because you're that strong and you're that stiff that you lose a bit of your agileness, and that could be something that, you know, Reece has to look at and make sure he doesn't overdo it, you know, when he's on his
To be fair,
comeback
that
next
happened
time.
to me without going in the gym. I just like thickened and lost that agility. You know, we're all like guys, you know what I mean?
I think
like
ultimately, you know, playing consistently as well. Playing consistently is your body's more durable.
Yeah.
You know, when you've got loads of game time under your belt. So, like I said, let's hope he stays fit, because coming in and out of the team is sometimes difficult on the body. Playing consistently, your body's durable.
Do you think it's important to keep him beyond the summer as well for the future, really, because of the leadership that he provides?
Of
100%.
course. Yeah, go on after you.
100%. I think when you listen, I don't come to Stamford Bridge as many times as these lads, but I think when you come tonight, you can appreciate the supporters love him as well. He's one of their own. He's one who's come through the ranks, and to have a homegrown player, that's what every supporter of any football club likes to see. So I'm sure everybody here would love him to stay.